Here's another example of a linear equation in one variable which contains fractions. Again, it's still a linear equation in one variable because the variable is not in the denominator of any of the fractions. As soon as the variable gets introduced into the denominator of any of the fractions, then we're not sure that we have a linear equation in one variable, even if all the exponents appear to be 1. We have to be very careful about that kind of equation. And we'll look at some of those, what we call in general rational equations, in a later video. Our technique here then is to get rid of the fractions early. In fact, I would suggest that to be the first step, is to get rid of the fractions. And we do that by finding a multiplier that when we multiply both sides of the equation, it's going to cancel all of the denominators. And the multiplier that would do that for us here is the multiplier of 6. If I multiply both sides of this equation by 6, I will eliminate the fractions. Now, here on the left side, I have to distribute that multiplication of 6 times both of those terms. Multiplying here, 6 times x over 3, well, the 3 is going to go into the 6 2 times, just leaving us 2x. Here, the 2 is going to go into the 6 3 times, leaving us 3, but now be careful, it's multiplying these two terms by minus 3. Watch out for that minus sign in front of terms. Remember what it does. It changes the signs of the terms to their opposite. So this is like taking minus 3 times x, which is going to give us minus 3x, and then minus 3 times minus 3, which is going to give us plus 9. 3 goes into 6 2 times, so it's 2 times x, which is 2x. 2 times plus 3 is plus 6. And we have successfully removed the fractions from this equation. Now, we've got some like terms we can combine in simplifying this left-hand expression. This becomes negative 1x plus 9 equals 2x plus 6. I only want the variable in one term, so I'm going to add 1x to both sides. I'll have 9 equals 3x plus 6. Then I'll isolate the variable term first by subtracting 6 from both sides. I have 3 equals 3x. Divide both sides by 3 to get a coefficient of 1. My solution is x equals 1. Again, getting rid of the fractions early made the equation much simpler to work with from there on. That's not the only technique we can use. It's not the only procedure we can use to handle equations when they have fractions. But it's one that I would suggest you attempt because I really think it will help make the problem simpler for you. And with the next kind of equation we're going to look at, the rational equations, it is definitely the technique you want to use. So it's good to practice it when the equations are less complicated.